Hello and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by W Energy Drinks, Drinks for Gamers, and Eldridge Air Conditioning. So, as promised, here is the full race, endurance race, 29 laps around this 2.8 mile Fuji International Speedway clockwise circuit. This is the full circuit with the inclusion of the chicane, and well, all the way through. This is tyres, hards, mediums and soft, all got to be run at a minimum of 2 laps. You know the rules by now. That's it pretty much. We're just outside Oyama in Japan, right at the base of Mount Fuji itself, and so a beautiful part of the world. We are hoping and we're praying that it's going to stay dry. We think it will be. I don't think we've got any wet weather forecast. So hopefully it will be all the way through. It's going to be quite a long race, 29 laps round this circuit. But this is it then. So let's go through the grid. So we've got Bailey in pole position, who's our championship leader as well going into this one. We've got Brisbane in second, Victor in third, Motorstorm in fourth, who's second in the championship, chasing down Bailey. We've got Smith in fifth, Fitzy in sixth, Dyson seventh, Unforgiven in eighth, and myself in ninth. So we've only got the 9 cars. We've got quite a few drivers missing this week, so limited or reduced field, but it's still going to be great racing. And well, let's sit back and relax and watch this round 7 of our GR Supra Sunday Championship. Here we go. So one of the longest straights here in the world of motorsports. Coming down now to this tight right-hander, turn 1. We've got to be careful through here. Can be a little bit twitchy on exit. You've got a bit of runoff there, but everyone's through nicely. Up to this quick left-hander through there. Got to be careful not to run wide over this too far over that curb there on the right-hand side. We'll pick up a penalty there. Now this is an absolute killer on the tyres. This right-hander, long and never-ending, puts all that pressure on that left-hand side of the car and on the tyre, so this is going to take a beating on that side for sure. We're used to that now, aren't we, as we see Motorstorm Hero attacking Victor. Now there was a little bit of lag going on with Victor, so we might be seeing a little bit of jumpy stuff. But Motorstorm goes around the outside, but he doesn't get it done, but he'll stay on the inside, but he still doesn't get it done. Victor, oh, just a little tag, and Victor's gone. He's in the middle of the track. Motorstorm Hero acknowledges it though and waits, so he did acknowledge that touch. Might have been the lag as well, maybe, but he may not have known that, so he did the right thing and just waited, allowed Victor to get that place back. So 8th and 9th for them. So Motorstorm Hero was fighting for that championship, remember. Oh, and now Fitz is off at the back with Unforgiven. Now there's another 2 who's had a bit of a coming together. Now what's happened here? Let's have a look. So Fitzy trying to go up the inside of Unforgiven at this this left-hander onto this final corner, and I don't know, I didn't see much there actually. Let's have another look. Let's go to Fitzy. Goes up the inside, so has a look up the inside. Oh, he just tags the side of Unforgiven. That knocks him off over into the grass. And Fitzy again just waits for Unforgiven to get going and gives him that place. So a couple of little incidents from what is 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th place now. So those 4 cars have all been in the wars already early doors. But Storm Hero attacking Victor again. Down here at turn 1. Surely going to get it done now. He does on the brakes. Motorstorm Hero is through to 6th position. So our leaders though are these 2, Bailey and Brisbane. Got a feeling it's going to be these 2 all the way through this race. From start to finish. They're going to be battling out. It's going to be a close battle as well between these 2. So come round the long left-hander down the other side now towards this really tight chicane down to about 1st gear, 2nd or 1st gear down here. So Bailey leading it. Brisbane. So it's down to 1st, quick quickly up to second gear through there, and then this one also clinging on to the left hand side on those tyres, putting a lot of pressure on those, and down this final left hander before the final right hander, and along this huge mile long straight. The gap already between these two, although they have been fighting behind, of course, is also been stretched. Smith, the next one up in third place, but already look at that gap he's got between first and second. It's going to take some bridging that, Smith, but very capable. Dyson in fourth. Storm in fifth now, taking that place with myself in sixth, fighting with Victor in seventh, but Victor's going to get in the slipstream and get down here and take sixth place off me at turn one. I'm going to stick it on the outside, but let him go, give him that space. So down to seventh I go. On the hard tyres I started. But let's actually go through the tyre situation, shall we? Thinking about it. So we've got Bailey on the soft, so he's getting them out very early now. You're not going to get many laps out of there, out of these. So you can really preserve them. Mediums for Brisbane. You can only probably get half a dozen, well, for me anyway, on those soft tyres, half a dozen laps, so it's not going to really get you anywhere in a 29 lap race, is it? But you've got to run them, so he's getting them out early, Bailey. Brisbane in second on mediums, and Smith also on mediums in third. Dyson, mediums fourth. Motorstorm Hero, mediums in fifth. Victor, mediums in sixth. Myself on hards in seventh. Fitzy in mediums, Unforgiven on mediums, so pretty much the whole field on mediums with the exception of myself on hards and Bailey on soft. Everyone else did start on the mediums, and we've got a yellow flag, and what's that about? We got a car off. Or was that it was Motorstorm, and he's had another problem. So what happened now is he had another touch with someone. Oh, there's another car out there, isn't there? Who's... But it was Dyson. Oh, and Dyson and Motorstorm Hero have obviously come together. Motorstorm Hero, where are we on track here? Coming around this final twisty bit. Motorstorm's going to have a... when he tried to have a look up the inside, wasn't really the gap there. Takes Dyson back end around and has to wait for a second time. So Motorstorm Hero, some two uncharacteristic errors from him in the space of just 3 laps. He's been involved in 2 incidents. It's knocking him back down to 7th place, but also putting him back into the clutches of both Fitzy and Unforgiven. And he is getting that run on Dyson ahead of him, so there's 4 cars here. Change of 4 cars at the back that has been involved, but all these have been in some kind of touchy-feely moment. His first few laps, as we start lap 4. Storm Hero having another look at Dyson, but be a bit careful of just what happened. He's going to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe just trying to get to the front a little bit too quickly, Motorstorm Hero, but no, he's not normally a toucher. Just one of those things around here, around this fast right-hander now. Inside line for Motorstorm Hero, outside, swinging it right the way round goes Dyson. Going to be in the inside now for this hairpin left-hander, but Motorstorm's going to have the run. Dyson's still on that inside. He's going to keep that inside line down to chicane now. Motorstorm might be able to try and do a little switchback, which Dyson's going to open the door for him to do. Down onto the chicane. Does he get it done? He does. Motorstorm up to 6th place, keeps it there as well. Dyson concedes that place and drops down to 7th. But Fitzy now right behind him as well, and Unforgiven right behind him. So these 4 still locked together in 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th places. One of them is myself in 5th. So getting away from me is Victor and the rest, but these 2 still finding it out up front. Bailey looks like he's just pulling a few car lengths from Brisbane now. Say exit turn 1 down to this sort of left-hand kink through turns 2. a little bit of curb there. There was a bit of runoff there, that's fine. But I think he meant to do that, and I slowed him down a tad. But these are the boys who will be looking to, including Smith, to have their strategies on song, their tyres and fuel situation. But as I said, a long way to go, only 5 laps of 29 already. Just at this point over to the left there, didn't quite get it in shot, did we? There is the magnificent Mount Fuji just there, just out of shot. But it's the backdrop to this Fuji International Speedway here in Japan. It's now Motorstorm Hero's got to 6th and is now attacking Paul here. So again, falls on them hard tyres, is not going to fight Motorstorm Hero. Not much he's going to be able to do anyway if he gets himself in the slipstream now, which he does. He's going to have to just let him go. He's obviously on the slightly better tyres, Motorstorm, and with that slipstream effect as well coming in to play, he's going to be going past myself just at that point, up to 5th place. But playing the long game here, long way to go, using those hard tyres. Hopefully will work in the end. We don't know though. Dyson 7th place now, after being involved in that little tag from Motorstorm. And then Fitzy and Unforgiven still down there in 8th and 9th. Usual to see them down there, but these are the two that also came together. So still trying to make up positions, but finding it a little bit tough at the moment around here. To be fair, it's not an easy track to pass. Obviously you've got turn 1 at the end of the straight. That's obviously going to be the most obvious and favourite sort of passing place if you're close enough. Now a couple of other spots, even here at the final corner, is an opportunity if someone just dives up the inside at this point, but pretty much one line all the way through here. But Bailey now stretching that gap out front. The fastest lap of 140.2. Has he bettered that? He doesn't. So 142 for Bailey at 5. Brisbane, it's 1.146. So 4 tenths slower. Smith 141 still, 3rd place. It's all on his own now. And those medium tyres, hasn't been able to get any closer to the two up front. I think they're really pushing hard, aren't they? Obviously they're about a second quicker, as we know, so that's the reason why they're where they are. But then obviously Smith has got that gap back then to Victor behind him. So at the moment, a very lonely race for Smith. Victor in 4th place. Early doors, the old lag was there, but I think it did calm down actually in the end, Victor. Not so bad. 4th place for him. Motorstorm Hero up to 5th, and his next target he's got locked on is Victor. He's going to be wanting to get himself up to the top 4, 3 or 4, because he can see his rival out front, Bailey. And he's got Motorstorm Hero himself, he's got a 140.8, so he's only 6 tenths slower, but he's a long way back. Just going through turn 1 now. Leaders, Motorstorm Hero just going over the start finish line now to start lap 9. Sorry, lap 8. So 5th place for him. Unforgiven has made up a couple of spots and up to 6th place now, Unforgiven. And then this fighting here between Dyson and Fitzy. Fitzy up the inside at turn 1 on Dyson. Gets that place. So Dyson now just dropping back a little bit, so I'm not too sure. Did he get some damage from that off, maybe? There's nothing visible, nothing shown as damage, but there might be something that's just affecting him at the moment, or he is maybe fuel saving. Take that into consideration. Yes, it's only 8 laps in, and maybe a little bit early for that, but with this long race, maybe fuel saving now is the way to go to save a bit of time later on. This endurance round does mean I've dropped that down to 9th place, but on the hard tyres, it's kind of what you'd expect. Just trying to run these for as long as I possibly can before deciding to come in. Looking for 2 stoppers, most people. I think there's going to be many of the drivers out there who's going to be looking at 3 stops, but Fitzy unforgiven. Here we go again. This is what happened before. Fitzy's going to have to be a bit, well, they're both going to have to be a little bit cautious. Yeah, he just held off a little bit there, Fitzy, but then dives up the inside of Unforgiven. So yes, that was a lot cleaner that time, but could have been an exact repeat of what happened before, but Unforgiven weren't giving it to Fitzy. So 6th place still for him. Fitzy still, but now under pressure from Dyson, as them 2 fighting has allowed Dyson to just sandwich his way in between both of them. Start this next lap. And down to turn 1, and Dyson also got a double slipstream and taken Unforgiven as well. So actually, from 8th to 6th in the space of a couple of corners there. Fitzy and Unforgiven, since they really from the start, this is where they've been together on track. Now, I'm sitting there behind just thinking, yeah, if you carry on and keep taking chunks out of each other, lads, may help me get a little bit closer. I wasn't too worried at this point, just keeping it going at the back there. Now look at those tyres on Bailey, and now look at the gap as well, and that's the reason. You can see Brisbane's tyres are a lot better. Bailey's struggling with tyres now, and that gap, that big gap he had, is closed down dramatically. What will he do? Is he going to shoot in? I think he's going to have a go into the pits here. He has pulled over to the right hand side, although some people do use that as just kind of a to get away from the slipstream, as that's what Brisbane used. But yes, he is in, but that has allowed Brisbane to take the lead at the start of lap 10. So Bailey had enough on those soft tyres. I can't say I blame him. He was obviously clearly losing time with those on, so he's probably done the right thing, get himself out of that situation. As he drops down that tower on the left hand side as they all stream through. Smith up to 2nd now, Victor 3rd, Motorstorm Hero 4th. Drops all the way down to last place in 9th. Now does Bailey. The first one to stop as well, but Motorstorm Hero now. It's pulled right up to the back of Victor. It's just what Motorstorm Hero wants. He's seen his rival now come into the pit lane. Yes, alright, he's got to do it as well, which will ultimately bring Bailey back into it, as Motorstorm Hero has a big moment on the inside there. That was a bit dramatic. Let's have a look here. Gets his right side wheels on that inside bit of grass and curbing, and it just almost brought the car around at this point here, right at the apex. Bang. Yeah, there wasn't a great shot of it there, but yeah, you just see him sliding. So a good bit of drifting, good bit of car control as well from Motorstorm Hero. It hasn't lost him any time really. It could have been a lot worse than that. But his eyes are set on 3rd place, coming down to the chicane, to the braking zone. Still in 4th place through here. Victor still holding him off. Now Victor's maybe struggling a bit with tyres. So I think Motorstorm Hero will just be looking at any opportunity he can get. And maybe up here a quick, no, not close enough to have a dive up the inside there. So he will just sit behind him. and he'll just do exactly what he done before on myself. Just sit in that slipstream, work off that. And, with this huge straight, should get it done down at turn 1. By the time they hit the braking zone, which is soon. Yeah, he's got to be pulling out now, surely. There he goes. Can he get him on the brakes though? Motorstorm. Yeah, had to be done, and he does. Up to 3rd place he goes. Victor down to 4th place. Dyson at 5th, still fighting with Fitzy. So Fitz has really been fighting hard here today. Up to 5th place he goes, but spending a lot of time fighting with Unforgiven, and now he's got his battle on with Dyson. Just clears him there through turns 2, 3. So now what can Fitzy do? Can he get himself a little bit closer to Victor ahead of him? There's a battle going on down him actually, with Victor still trying to attack Motorstorm Hero, but I think Motorstorm's got that covered, so Fitzy back to him and Dyson down to the chicane, but keeps it there. Does Fitzy in 5th place. Dyson now. Well, that's close. Good exit from Dyson, but the wrong side here for this right-hander. You don't want to be going too far out to the left there. And in this turn here, this really tight, good left-hander, and can throw the car about as well. So Main's in 6th place, Unforgiven there in 7th. Would be glad for a bit of a rest, although he's going to be coming in for fuel, I think. He might have one more lap in it, not too sure. No, looks like they're all diving in, so actually looks like Fritz is going in. Dyson's not, he just used a little bit of his slipstream. Unforgiven's in as well. That's myself, it's going to be coming up to about 6th spot because of that. There you go. Of course, we've got Bailey, who has done his first stop. He's up to 7th now as he goes and passes Fitzy and Unforgiven. So, yeah, again, Unforgiven and Fitzy have been together all throughout this race from the start, and they're together again pit lane. So, they've been racing on track, and now got a race pit lane as well. Who's going to be coming out in front? Fitzy, remember, he just had that advantage going in. He had that advantage coming out. Let's have a look. Let's go back to him. He's coming out now. He's on the hard tyres, and he does get that advantage ahead of Forgiven, who's on the mediums. So, Forgiven in 9th. So, Brisbane our leader, though. He'll be coming in this time. The fuel, but he's got a big gap back to Smith now. How big a gap is it? And is Smith going to be coming in? Let's have a look. Yeah, so he's going to be coming in as well for the same reason. Tyre and fuels. So, these two are going in. Motorstorm Hero will also be going in. So top 3 are in. Victor will also be going in. So top 4's in. Dyson will be going in. And I'll be going in as well. Everyone going in except for Bailey, who of course has been in. So Bailey from 7th. It's maybe part of his plan. He knew all along that they've all had to come in, and all of the top 6 now going to be diving in. Bailey is falls a bit hot in the entrance to pit lane. Got to be a bit careful there. I think he would be okay, but will he get punished with that 3-second penalty for crossing the pit line going in? Just a little bit too hot on the didn't quite get the braking marker correct there when I went in, but Bailey then takes up that lead again on the medium tyres, and getting these purple fastest sectors as well. So is he in line for a quicker lap than the 140.2 that he's currently got? Brisbane in 2nd again, still is soft tyres for him this time. Smith, but these all came in at the same time, still in 3rd place on the hard tyres this time. But Victor, his teammate, has come out a little bit closer, so Victor has gained an advantage on his teammate there. Hard tyres Well, actually, they're both. Oh no, Victor's on soft, I should say. It's Smith on hard, so Victor has got a slight advantage that he's made up in terms of time, and he should have a slight advantage in terms of tyres as well. So a good opportunity for him to maybe get himself to third place. Motorstorm Hero also, but he's come out on hards. He's in fifth place, and let's just go back with our leader Bailey just to see if he does beat that time of 1:40.2 as he approaches the line now. Has he lost time? Oh, he has lost time by quite a lot. Almost 8/10. He's lost there in that final sector. Might worry him because he's got a lovely lead over Brisbane, but he was up at that first sector and then lost it in that last sector. Now Victor, now here we go, is a chance for Victor. I don't think it's close enough for a move on his teammate at turn one. It's a little bit far out to me, but Smith might let him go, knowing that he's on them soft tyres. Does he know he's on those soft tyres? Lots of questions. Are there any answers here? We're 14 laps in, so we're almost halfway through this endurance race. Letting him through yet, but goes the wider line to Smith. A bit narrower for Victor. No, Victor is still behind his teammate. He's going to surely have a go down here at the chicane. This is obviously another passing place, but Smith's not going to give it to him, I don't think. But he does dive out there, goes down the inside, and does get it done. Actually, he did give him some space there, did Smith. So Victor then up to third place. He's got quite a big gap. He's got to try and get across if he's going to get near Bailey and Brisbane ahead of him. Storm Hero in fifth place. It's close behind. Fitzy in sixth. Dyson behind him in seventh. So a little race on here between both on hard tyres. They both come in, of course. So a lot of the drivers now deciding to get those hard tyres on for this second stint. Forgiven also on the hard tyres in 8th place, and then myself out on those mediums here down in 9th place. Going to lead the soft tyres to the final run to the line. Moment quite working, is it, the strategy, but still a long way to go. So all kind of getting a little bit spread out. The battles really are back here between Fitzy and Dyson. Probably the closest one we've got at the moment. But they're all just starting to get themselves settled in. Fitzy, that was a weird line. Now, did he make a mistake there? Let's go back and have a look, because Dyson has certainly caught up. Did he have a little moment through this left-hander? Catch that inside curb. Back end, slightly, there wasn't much in it, but just enough to give a little bit of encouragement to Dyson, and he's going to get that run on him. Certainly, surely going to have a proper move here down at the chicane. But Fitzy cuts his nose off, says no way, you're not having 6th place, at least not yet. So Fitzy still in 6th, Dyson in 7th. Remember, these two are both on the hard tyres. Behind them, the two teammates are battling it out, and Unforgiven just allows himself to go through. Unforgiven on those hard tyres, of course. Himself on the medium, so a little bit more pace on him, but Unforgiven might have another little crack back here if he gets into the slipstream, of course. Or he might give me a bit of helping hand. down there at turn 1, but he's there he goes, pulls out now, goes down to turn 1, ahead of Paul into the braking zone. Paul's going to hang it out on the outside, but Unforgiven gets it, but Paul's got that run around the outside and gets that 8th place back. So just a better exit from Paul. Those hard tyres for Unforgiven, not quite working on the exit there. Oh, and I thought he was running off wide there, but it's just how the curbing goes there. So Paul in 8th, Unforgiven in 9th. So Team Yorkshire T, the rear of the field. And into another drink to Team 7 Up. Well, there's only one of them actually here tonight, but Team 7 Up in Bailey. Absolutely on it at the front here, with Brisbane in second, still close behind. I did say these two are going to probably carry on this battle throughout the entire race. So that's what's proving at the moment. Bailey's had, it was a close battle to start with, first couple of laps, wasn't it? And then Bailey pulled out quite a big gap over Brisbane. The tyres started to go off a bit, and he clawed him back in Brisbane. There was that little race in pit lane. Now they're still racing. 17 laps in. Bailey, remember, our championship leader, as it stands, or did stand, going into this race. Quite a few drivers, as I say, not here tonight, one of which Neil Farmack, Love Rocket Rods, Grasshopper, James Stevens, Inky. Quite a few cars, quite a few drivers out for various reasons. It's Victor in 3rd place. Soft tyres. You see him pass his teammate Smith, who's in 4th place, who's now being caught by Motorstorm Hero in 5th. I think both of these are on hard tyre compounds as well. They are. Crossing the line to start lap 18. Fitzy and Dyson still close by. Fitzy 6th, Dyson 7th. And we've got the 2 tea bags at the back here. Too sure who's milky and who's strong out of the two though, if I'm honest. Maybe you can make your own judgment in that. So not much going on back there, but Brisbane has actually taken Bailey. Now where did we... I missed that, didn't I? Where did that happen? Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Oh no. Some way back, wasn't it? Brisbane, was it down at turn 1 maybe? It's going to be going right back. It was. Yes, it did. So let's go all the way back to the start of lap 18. A bit of duking going on down at turn 1. Brisbane on the outside. Bailey tried to get the crisscross done. Kind of succeeded at this point. Oh, not quite. He does get his bumper in the lead, but Brisbane on the inside through the kink. Out the other side in the lead. And that's where the move took place. So these two really battling hard up top. So Bailey then was on the medium tyres with soft tyres for Brisbane, but remember, Bailey knows that in theory he should have slightly better longevity in those medium tyres over Brisbane softs. Just need to stay with him. That's what he's going to do. Oh, and that's close on the back of Brisbane there. Bailey was a little bit squiggly through on the old brakes there as he applied the pressure. Oh, I didn't like it. Nearly went into the back of Brisbane, but fortunately, nothing bad happened there. Brisbane now just putting away, but he's not going to have a lot left on that left front. By the time he starts lap 19, imagine he'll stay out. I can't see him coming in yet, not after just passing Bailey, so he'll do another lap. So what kind of condition is that left front going to be in by the time he finishes lap 19? Well, Bailey don't know, and Bailey don't care. All he knows is he's got better tyres, and he's still there in the mix to take that lead again. So he's just going to be waiting and waiting for Brisbane to see what happens. He knows that Brisbane might have to come in next lap, the end of this lap even, because of those tyres. So does he grab that lead back, Bailey, or does he follow him in and just continue this race to the end? We have 11 laps left, including this one, to run. Been racing for coming up to 32 minutes now. This endurance, looking at least another 20 minutes worth of racing. Another stop for everybody. So now here we go. You can see Bailey suddenly looking a little bit more on it. Brisbane is struggling with that left front now. I'll be surprised if he does stay out for another lap, because that will be completely gone by the time he finishes the next lap if he stays out. I think he's pulling over to the right hand side. Looks like he's going into pit lane now. He does, and is Bailey getting a bit of slip off him, or is he going to follow him in? Let's have a look. Brisbane, we know, is definitely in. No, he did stay out, Bailey, and there you go. Just used a bit of that slipstream effect off of Brisbane going into pit lane, and takes that lead. And look at that place, second place man, who's now Victor. It's the full length of that straight. That's the gap that Bailey's got. There is Victor coming through now. He should. Depends on where Brisbane is. No, he's still in being serviced. Only he's coming in, but Victor, so he's going to go into pit lane. Does Smith stay out? He does. Does he grab second place? No, he doesn't. Brisbane is just coming out now, so it's going to be close here between Brisbane, Smith and Motorstorm, who's right up behind him as well. So we've got a three-car battle here for second, third and fourth. Bailey is long gone. This battle for podium places is on. Everybody else behind is a long way behind. Fitzy, Dyson, myself, Unforgiven. Battle is right here, right now. What you're seeing on screen. Second, third, fourth. Brisbane obviously with the better tyres, coming out on those hard tyres, but he's obviously got better tread on them. Although Smith is on hard, he's not too bad, you know, and Motorstorm Hero is not too bad, so slightly more wear on them, but of course they came in earlier. But Motorstorm Hero does take Smith then. So up to third he goes. Good move through the chicane for Motorstorm Hero. So now chasing down Brisbane for second. Brisbane's tyres will be up to temp now. Storms, of course, fully up to temp. Looking good for second place here. Motorstorm Hero. Smith's going to go with him as well. So that battle that I thought between Bailey and Brisbane, I thought was going to continue from start to finish. And it might, because but Bailey's still got to come in for his second stop. But at the moment, there's a long way between as Motorstorm Hero dives, has a look down the inside of turn one. That was Brisbane was very shut the door very hard there. That's in the face of Motorstorm Hero. You weren't letting him have second place there, was he, Brisbane? Obviously saw him coming. But Motorstorm thought he'd have a go, but then changed his mind. Motorstorm Hero now. Smith just being left behind a little bit there. So now it's these two. Motorstorm putting the pressure on behind Brisbane. Down to the chicane. Is there a move on here for Motorstorm Hero and Brisbane? Brisbane with slightly moves over slightly to the right hand side there, Brisbane, just to stop that attempt from Motorstorm Hero. Good driving there through this twisty technical section at the end of the lap as Bailey's in. So here we go then. So Bailey is in pit lane. This could be close, you know, because these guys just coming out of the final corner now. Bailey decides to come out now. There's going to be 4 cars in the mix here. I don't think any of these are going to be going in. They're not. There's Bailey now. He's still sitting there. He could lose. He's going to lose the lead for sure, but is he going to come out? Bailey dropping down now to, he's coming out now. What a battle this is. Comes right out. Here he goes into 4th place. Slots in behind Smith, but this is now a 4-car battle. Look at this. Bailey, of course, now, as we know, is on the hard tyres, but he's coming out with fresh rubber. And these two at the front is now still battling it out. Bailey having to go at Smith. He gets round him, takes that 3rd place off Smith. So up to 3rd goes Bailey. Now he's got chasing down of Storm and Brisbane. So that battle between Brisbane and Bailey might still be on. 22 laps. The 29. And Brisbane doing a fine defensive job at the moment, trying to hold off Motorstorm Hero, but I think he's going to manage it for another 9 laps. Sorry, 8 laps. Oh, and there's a good battle, and Motorstorm does it, goes around the outside to get him on the inside for the exit of that chicane, and it worked to perfection. So Motorstorm Hero then out front, Brisbane in 2nd, Bailey closing in 3rd, Smith in 4th, and everyone else is well spaced out back there. So this battle goes on at the front as Brisbane has another go at the inside of Motorstorm. Let's have a look at that. So 2nd place here, Brisbane, who got done by Motorstorm in through the chicane, and dives up the inside at the final corner here. Gets a good run through there. Motorstorm's going to go out wide, and there you go, bang! Look at that, what a move that is. Clean as you like for Brisbane up the inside of Motorstorm Hero. Takes that lead back, but now it's going to be under a bit of pressure from the slipstream. But look at this, side by side. He's going to stay right to the right hand side. Motorstorm Hero's got that lead back. Bailey's going to feed off his slip. Smith's got a little bit of Bailey's. It's all going on here. Motorstorm Hero's still out front. Brisbane's going to have another go at turn 1. What a battle this is going into the final few laps. So Bailey's there now. Look at this. Bailey's got an excellent drive out of that turn 1. Brisbane's still in 2nd, but he's going to grab that first again through the kink. He does. Motorstorm Hero gets pushed out a little bit there on the outside of the track. Bailey's now eyeing up 2nd place round the outside of Motorstorm. If he can stay there, he's going to be on the inside of the hairpin. There you go. Hard on the brakes and clean as you like as well through Bailey. Motorstorm Hero, after all that battling with Brisbane, now drops down to 3rd. Bailey's now back in the mix. Bailey fancies a bit of Brisbane. Smith's there too. So it's all closed up nicely, hasn't it? The race we've got on here, Fuji International Speedway. Brisbane also has got that fastest laps. He's run 39s now. 39.8. And he slides it through. Still battling it out between Bailey and Motorstorm Hero, trying to go up the inside, and there's been a collision, and that was, well, 3 aside going through that final corner does not work Let's have a look here. I think Motorstorm Hero took a dive. Brisbane had a bit of a moment up there. Motorstorm Hero tried to do a Brisbane, dived up the inside there. The gap was there, in fairness. And then Bailey just closed the door, and well, the man on the outside, who happened to be Brisbane, is always the loser there. So it's kind of a domino effect. Motorstorm up the inside, Bailey in the middle. Brisbane on the outside gets it going now, gets done by Dyson as well. But Bailey will wait for Brisbane, and Motorstorm and Smith are in. So Bailey will remain in the lead. He's going to give that place back to Brisbane, just like that. So first and second, and here we go. It's like the start of the race, wasn't it? Back to here again. Brisbane leading it, Bailey second. Paul goes through up to third place because of Storm, Smith and Dyson being all in the pits. Of course, got one more stop to make myself. Those soft tyres, which will be at the end of this lap. Victor in fourth place, Motorstorm comes out in fifth. Picked up, I think he's been in as well, so he's fine to the end. Storm Heroes now on the soft tyres as well. Try and get 5 laps out of them, same as what I was planning on doing. So Storm 5th, Smith in 6th place, also on the soft tyres. Switch back from Motorstorm on Victor, and up to 4th he goes. Good move there, and Victor had no answer to that. But this Bailey-Brisbane battle at the front. What way is it going to go? We've got both drivers on hard tyres. We've got both drivers who've just made stops. So it is all the way to the end now on those hard tyres. Paul in third place, but we know it's got to come in. Then we've got Motorstorm Hero, who's been in as well, and he's on the soft tyres. So is it advantage Motorstorm Hero with those two out in front on the hard tyres? Yes, they've got a pretty big gap as they cross the line to start lap 25. Motorstorm Hero's on those soft tyres. He's fueled up, and he can go as fast as he likes to the end here without any worries. So he could well be, as Paul jumps into pit lane now, could be in with a good shot here. Motorstorm Heroes, he goes up to third. Victor fourth, Smith in fifth, as Smith now attacks his teammate down here at turn 1. Oh, and that was hard on the brakes, and Victor taking about 3 or 4 stabs at his brake pedal there. See the lights flashing now. Not sure what the problem was there. Maybe just allowing his teammate to go past. He certainly didn't have a few stabs at his. Smith, absolutely. His foot nearly went through the bottom of the car. He hit it so hard there, the brakes. But what matters is he up to 4th place now. He's on those soft tyres as well. So along with Motorstorm Hero, these two will be on a bit of a charge to try get that gap down between themselves and our leaders Brisbane and Bailey. Brisbane have got away from Bailey. Brisbane now with a nice lead. Remember, these two on hard tyres, so Brisbane may well have decided it's time to go. He probably knows that both Smith and Motorstorm Hero are on soft tyres, and he knows that he needs to try and get that gap up between themselves and them. But Bailey will also know, of course, but just seemed to have lost a little bit of time through that final sector there, didn't he? I am to fuel save already to make it. Got 4 laps, including this one, to go. Storm Hero not quite got him in his sights yet, has he? Will he have enough time to catch him up? It's going to be tight. It's still a long way ahead. Maybe it won't work out quite how Motorstorm wanted it, but 3rd place is okay. But of course, his rival Bailey still ahead of him by 1 place, but I guess it stays like that. We're losing too many more points, is he? But it's not over, so no point in speculating, is there? We'll to wait to the end and see what happens as we watch Smith through the hairpin now. Great corner this one, if you get it right, can use all that curb on the outside like they're doing there, without any worries. Down towards the chicane. So just running out a little bit out of puff there now on those hard tyres. Probably all he can grab now is a possible 5th place, although Dyson is behind him on those soft tyres, so he may be under pressure from him by the time this race comes to an end. And of course Fitzy also is following him in soft tyres, so these two are on soft tyres. Will they catch Victor in time before their tyres actually drop off that cliff? They're closed up again, Dyson and Fitzy. These two have been close a few occasions in this race as well. Paul in 8th place on his own now, with Unforgiven on his own in 9th. So the two teammates I don't think are going to get any better than what they've got at the moment. Of course, now come out on the soft tyres, but maybe left it a little bit too late to come in and do that final stop. Brisbane still with that gap on Bailey. It's that gap between Bailey and Motorstorm. It's still quite large, isn't it? I think Motorstorm might well. I think he's going to do it, is he? He's going to catch him on those tyres, are going to wear thin. 2.5 laps left. Harder, of course, the harder you push, the quicker they wear out. That's obvious, but so it's got to be. It's not going to be grabbing too much more time on them. Smith also in the same boat. Maybe Smith is just eyeing up that 3rd place now ahead of him. He knows he can't win the race. He knows he probably can't get 2nd place, but he's in touching distance of that podium. So there's something he can chase. Everybody else behind is all quite settled, although this little battle still goes on between Dyson and Fitzy, but it's still as you were. Those two at the back. So where are we now? Brisbane. I've just started the penultimate lap. Out of turn 1 through turn 2 and turn 3. And on board with Brisbane now. Slam it across the right hand side for this hairpin. Just touch that inside now. Very wide this corner, as you can see. You can use all this runoff on the right hand side. You should put the power down. Click this inside curb just there. It's hard on the brakes through the chicane at the first, and then a quick spurt of power up to 2nd through the 2nd part of the chicane over to the left. Horrible cambered corner here, this right-hander going to pull the car out to the left, isn't it? Pick that inside now, right over to the right-hand side. Horrible corner this one as well. Got to really turn it to try and get it turned in to the left. And there's Mount Fuji right in front of you there, behind that hotel, out of the final corner. To the run to the line to start the final lap for Brisbane. Bailey, I think he's had all he can give now. That's it. I don't think he's going to be better in where he is now. Brisbane's got to have a huge moment for him to get any more than 2nd. Motorstorm Hero, I think he's run out of tyre, so he's going to be now sticking on that 3rd spot, I think, with Smith behind him, who's got slightly better tyres, but I think he's going to run out of time to be able to get anything off of Motorstorm. Depends how Motorstorm Hero tyres go in this final lap. Should be okay though. Victor 5th, Dyson 6th, Fitzy 7th, Paul in 8th, and Unforgiven in 9th. He's still going fast through sector 1. gear mid-corner there, Motorstorm Hero. Through the hairpin and then down towards chicane and through sector 2. See if he's lost time. He was only just up through sector 1. Has he lost time through that? Oh, he has got quite a lot, and by 3.5 tenths now. But we go back to our leader as he now comes round his final sequence of bends through the final corner. And what a battle he's had with Bailey, not only on track but in pit lane as well. But he comes out victorious to take victory here and to win the race here at Fuji International Speedway. Flash of the lights, well done Brisbane. Race winner, Bailey second, good battle there. Motorstorm Hero will grab third, but Smith has really caught him up. But he is just about going to grab that third and final place. Third for Motorstorm Hero, Smith in fourth. The gap back to Dyson, who's going to get a fifth place. And close battle behind Victor sixth, Fitzy seventh. As we know, Paul's going to come in eighth place with Unforgiven in ninth place. So that is your endurance race here, round 7 of the Sunday Championship. And back to the 2 sprint races next time out. I think we're in Croatia, we're back in Europe again, and should be another fantastic couple of races there. So hopefully we'll have a few more drivers on track, but well, hope you enjoyed that endurance race. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.